A woman over 40 must ask their doctor. Weight gain.
It tells us whether you're normal or not.
Birth control.
There's so many myths.
Menopause and more.
Today at 2, followed by The Doctors on 4 WOAI.
Welcome back to San Antonio Living. Yesterday I had a chance to sit down with the Lost Girls. They're a trio of women who left their predictable lives behind in order to journey around the globe in sort of a mission to find themselves. Now they've written a book about it. Yesterday they sat down to tell me all about it. Take a look. Well, the book is called The Lost Girls, and it's about an adventure 3 girls took when they were basically on a mission to find themselves. And 2 of the Lost Girls are joining us this morning here on San Antonio Living. Jennifer Baggett is here and Amanda Pressner. These are 2 of the authors of the book. We've lost a Lost Girl.
We have.
So we've got 2 of you here this morning, and we have to tell the story because we were out and about in San Antonio over the last couple of days, and we were doing some work at the Watermark. We were actually at the spa where we all ran into each other in bathrobes, and we were like, oh, what are you doing here? And the concept of this book is absolutely amazing, and I think that it speaks to so many people, and so we're just really lucky to have you guys on the show today.
Thank you for having us here.
Thank you so much for coming. Okay, let's back up and tell me your situation, Jennifer. Where were you guys at when you decided to go on this trip?
Well, all 3 of us were working in New York City, and you know it's very fast-paced life. You were working 14 hours a day. You know, we had friends, relationships, but we were all at a kind of a crossroads with, you know, we were approaching our late 20s. We were kind of thinking, is this exactly what we want for ourselves? You know, and so the 3 of us went on a vacation and just came up with this crazy idea to take a year off and just really explore ourselves and explore what we wanted and what was most important. And we just kept talking about it, and then eventually we just got on the road.
So what was the thing that made you actually do it, Amanda? Because a lot of us talk about doing something like that, but you guys did it.
Well, I think each of us had our own kind of tipping point of why we wanted to do it. For me, it was kind of a career issue where I was working really hard and trying to get a promotion at my job and thinking, you know, that the best way to succeed in New York City and succeed in your 20s and get up the ladder is to just put as many hours in the office as possible. And the big tipping point for me was not getting a promotion that I was expecting. And I'm like, what am I doing all of this for? You know, I'm watching my 20s pass me by outside the window. So, you know, as Jen said, we shared this idea, this kind of secret concept of going on the road. And both Jen and Holly had their reasons, you know, relationship that, you know, wasn't quite right. And, you know, for Holly, it really was, everything was okay in her life, things were in place, but there was just that feeling of there's got to be something more. And we just all kept talking about it and hit the road.
I think whether you're in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, whatever, you sometimes are at that point where you wonder, is there something else out there?
Yeah.
So you ladies hit the road, and we've got some pictures from your travels, and it looks like you've had the most amazing time. What's this?
Oh, that was us in Peru in a town called Huacachina, and we were sandboarding, and it's essentially like skiing or, you know, snowboarding, but on sand, and they rub wax on your board, and you just fly down the mountains of sand.
This is the before picture.
Yeah, this is before.
But you guys also went through some troubling times. Things were dirty. Things were scary. I mean, there were dangerous situations that you encountered along the way. Did you learn something? Did you grow? Did you officially find yourselves, I guess you have to ask?
Well, actually, I mean, we did and we didn't. I think what we learned, we went into it thinking, you know, we want to find ourselves, we want to know ourselves better and solve, you know, whatever it is that was missing in our lives. But what we realized by the end of it was that the point isn't to find yourself and be finished. It's to just embrace being lost and embrace kind of that uncertain feeling that you might have, because it means that you're capable of growing and changing, and you know, so it's a path you want to be on for the rest of your life.
Well, the path was written down in what is now a book that is soon to be released. It's coming out May 11th, and the book is called Lost Girls. It's got to be an amazing change for you guys. I mean, you've got a video that's on YouTube. We've got some of that to show. I mean, it's got to be a crazy life at this point.
Yeah.
But not as crazy as it was before, right?
Definitely not. Well, the writing the book itself was its own journey. We didn't expect to come back and, you know, take another trip, but essentially the best preparation that we had for writing a book together, because people always ask us, how did the three of you agree on what was going to go in this? Well, we took turns. We did what we did on the road. We took turns. We listened to each other. We communicated a lot. And, you know, there were a lot of late nights in our pajamas, ordering sushi and just talking about how we wanted to have this play out on the page.
Exactly.
It really is something that so many people can identify with and that so many people want to do. And I think when they read this book, they're going to be inspired to do some of the same things that you ladies did.
Yeah, we hope so. I mean, we had gotten so many emails from women on our website, and that was really what was the impetus for starting the book. And because we were inundated with emails from women just like us, and some men too, saying we feel the same way. You know, you've inspired us to make a change, to whether it was something big like quitting a job or starting a new career, or just something small like joining an organization, volunteering for a weekend. And we just really felt like we had to share our story even more so that people would feel like they could do this and this was within their reach.
And I have to ask, because a lot of people, I don't know if it's the economy or if it's the fact that as Americans, we work our butts off here and we don't take a lot of vacation. So a lot of people might want to know if in the end it was worth it, if the journey was worth it.
Absolutely.
100%.
Yeah, we'd do it again in a heartbeat.
And would Holly agree with you?
Oh, yes.
yeah.
Yes, she definitely would.
And are you all still friends?
Yes, absolutely.
Best friends, actually. Yeah, people always said, are you still talking? Are you still speaking after spending 365 days on the road together? But it really did make us closer. I mean, these girls are my sisters. They are my blood. They will be in my lives forever. And it really, that was one of the best rewards of the trip.
Yeah.
Was that,
Was a friendship.
Do you have room for a fourth lost girl?
Absolutely.
Because I have my suitcase back.
We'll go around the world again. Are you in?
I am in. And you know, thank you so much for coming today. We
Thank
really
you for
appreciate
having
it.
us.
And I want to let you know that the book comes out May 11th. It's a HarperCollins book. You can pre-order it on the website, lostgirlsworld.com. After May 11th, you can pick it up at your local bookstore. This is going to be a good book, guys. Pick it up, read it, and it's going to change your life. lostgirlsworld.com. The book is called The Lost Girls. Very cool stuff. All right, coming up next on San Antonio Living, Pinkalicious is here. She loves pink, and she particularly loves pink lemonade. But why is lemonade so important? We're going to tell you all about Lemonade Day, which is coming up May 2nd in San Antonio. We'll be right back.
San Antonio Living is brought to you by Caribou Coffee, available at H-E-B.